everyone, so today I'll be doing another foundation slash new things video, and I'll be trying Etude House stuff. They recently released another cushion foundation. It's called Real Powder Cushion. Just going to show you how it looks like. I got the shade Natural Beige. It looks still a little light for me, but that's the nature of Korean products. It's very sleek looking. It's in a slight baby pink finishing. And it looks like that. This compact, comparably to other compacts, is pretty slim, so we'll see how it actually formulates compared to the rest. And also, just to try another two things from them. This has been out for a while, but I've been very interested in cream liquid type shadows, which I actually prefer to powder, but you know, not many places get the formulas right for hooded Asian lids. So I got this coppery shimmer shade, as well as this solid white shade, and I like to use this in the inner corner. And when I tried it in store, it really made my inner corners pop, and because it's a white shimmer, it's really quite stand out for any skin tone. So yeah, let's just try all these out. So this is how my face looks at the moment. Quite a bit of scarring. This is quite standard for my skin. I mean, it gets worse as more cystic acne comes out, but I regularly try to treat the scars, treat the acne, and you know, it reaches about this stage. I still have a few blemishes that are subsiding, but in any case, we'll just see how the foundation covers up scarring situation. This is how the compact looks like. Going to open the seal. You can see it's extremely flat, so it's pretty remarkable. No transfer. And yep, I'm just going to use the puff. So that's with one layer. As you can see, it actually gave me quite a medium coverage already. It matches my skin, I mean at least my neck area, pretty well. But I'm naturally a lot darker, so you know, jade matches was never going to be a forte for BB cushions, but that's how it looks like. I'll bring you in closer. So as you can see, there is no shine at all. It's not a dewy finish, which I prefer, but also I don't want it to look too flat and matte, and I don't think this does that as well. If I look closely, it does cling on to some of my dry patches, but it doesn't accentuate them, if that makes sense. It doesn't exacerbate the conditions of what my skin is, so I guess I can't fault it for that. If you're really dry, you can put a hydrating primer underneath. But I'm actually oily, so throughout the day my skin will hydrate itself. How it looks, I'm just going to try to build up coverage on like this area and this area. If you can hear background noises, the birds are being really rude today. So that's how the foundation looks, and it's actually it gives off quite a white cast, which is kind of scary, and I have to bronze like a mad person, but this was already the darkest shade. Can you imagine? I don't understand if they're gonna formulate these things, might as well make it more racially diverse, right? I mean, it's not even really very applicable to Singaporeans, Chinese, that kind of thing. And how is it going to be applicable to Malays, Indians, which, I mean, they would benefit from these kind of things, because in our humid climate, it's like we need those hybrid velvety stuff also. Enough rambling, but yeah, as you can see, it looks like that. Aside from the shade match, let's try to look past that, but yeah, it's completely velvet, and I think it gives off like a solid medium coverage. It's not buildable, you won't get full coverage on all your spots and everything, but you know, as I mentioned in the beginning, that's what I like. I just think this compact, there's a reason why it's so slim. I'm thinking that BB cushions generally have a lot of liquid in them mixed with the pigment, but I think this is really a powder pigment sort of finish, because as I squished it in, it didn't give a lot of liquid. I mean, the puff didn't feel damp, if that makes sense. Yeah, because I would still expect a liquid foundation which will set into a velvet matte, but yeah. I will just check the ingredients also and put it in my blog post, which you can check down below. But yeah, this is how it looks at the beginning of the day. I'm just going to put on my other makeup, and when I reach the next product I'll get back to you. So moving on to eyes, I just did my brows and I just put a little bit of eyeshadow primer on my lids because I always do that. I didn't put concealer anywhere else on my face because I wanted to see how long it really lasts, but I just put it in my dark circles because that's pretty severe sometimes. Yep, so we're just going to try these two Bling Me Prism shadows. So obviously this bronze shade's gonna go all over my lids. How the doe foot looks like. So as it comes out of the tube, it's a liquid type of consistency, a little bit moussey. But as you spread it around your lid, it starts to set really quickly, and it sets to like almost like a shadow finish. There's barely any fallout, but yeah, it's really incredible. You have to work fast also. So this little corner that I messed up by smudging it a bit too far, that kind of set already and it doesn't move. That's one thing to note. I really like it. It's so vibrant. It's a little more orange than coppery, but I'm fine with that. Now I'm just going to use the white on the lid as well. So you can see it looks almost like correction fluid. I'm going to put it in the middle. Just to give the look a little more dimension. See the difference? I think when I tried them in store, I was just like, this is gonna be one of those like go-to cream shadows. And also the shimmer itself has quite a duochrome shift. The white has a very pink shift and the copper has a like bronzy shift. So that's really incredible. Nice, huh? I really like it. Gives quite a subtle inner corner highlight. Looks like that. I'm just going to finish the rest of my eye look and I'll get back to you. So yes, that's how everything looks. I think to the eyeshadow I just added a little bit of bronzer so that I could smoke out the edges of the cream shadow, which set to a really harsh line. I mean, that's the general mark of a cream product. It just sets and there isn't blendability in it, but you know, that can be easily mitigated by just putting in a little bit of powder. But yes, I tried to warm up my complexion a bit with a bronzer stick and put a bit of blush, and that's basically all I did. I did not set the foundation, I just put concealer on my under eye circles and that's pretty much it. So a few more notes about the Real Powder Cushion. It is what it claims to be, being that it sets to like a powdery finish. I wouldn't say fully powdered, which is also good, but the thing I noticed is that when I applied my blush atop, my blush doesn't usually cling on to my dry patches, if that makes sense, but after applying it on top of this foundation, I find this spot in particular to be really accentuated. And I think that's also due to the fact that I'm putting powder on top of a powdered finish foundation. So yeah, I suggest just using cream products entirely. The cream contour I put, it didn't really exacerbate the scarring, but as I blend it, I found that the foundation did not set very well. So as you can see, my acne spots are peeking through here, and I think that's just due to the fact that the base did not set sufficiently and I don't think it was going to set anymore. So if you're going to apply things on top, try to use a stippling motion rather than a buffing motion. That is what I would suggest. And yeah, shade selection isn't great. As you can see, not great. And I kind of look really washed out, but I look vibrant, if that makes sense. And yep, I'm just going to wear this for the whole day, and I'm just going to show you how it lasts us when I get back at the end of the day, or I'll do a mini vlog to show you how it is. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. So I'll see you guys when I get back. How does my skin look?
Look fine.
You can see my scar, right?
Yeah.
Is
and
my
your
face
pimples
very
are
white?
quite white.
Oh well. Bye! So I'm back, and it's been only about like 4 hours, I think. I left at 8 and I'm back at close to 1. So yeah, this is how it looks like. But backstory, if you saw the clips before, in between somewhere at 10, I left at 8, so it's about 2 hours. I actually touched up again because I noticed that the acne scarring became a lot more prominent, and that was kind of scary. So it doesn't help that it is not long lasting at all. I mean, within 2 hours it started to wear away, and it's not great. But for the eye color, I really like that. The only thing is that you see the inner corner highlight. I mean, I don't think it's meant to be used in this area, but it essentially just wore away and it crumbled a bit. As you can see on my lids, it sets to I wouldn't say crispy finish, but it's kind of like really dry on the lid, so it isn't wet and tacky, so it gives a little bit of a drying effect. So I suggest not using it on any textured surfaces, especially aged women. Some of you would have wrinkly eyelids, which is perfectly normal, but this wouldn't really set very well on that. It would accentuate fine lines and that kind of thing. So yeah, but I love the color, I love the pigmentation. I like how it's shimmery enough to wear as a one wash all over the lid. So everything's pretty good. That's all I really have to say. If you want to see my full thoughts on this foundation, I will leave it in the blog post below. I will have a blog post already done with, you know, lengthy thoughts, and also I will try this cushion for a prolonged period, a week and above, so that I will get a good feel of it, and whether my first impression thoughts are actually prolonged thoughts, you have to stay tuned. So with that, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!